Alright guys, if your clothes are coming out stinky or not clean, this video is for you. A lot of times the issue on these two-part agitators is that the agitator dogs go bad and your agitator's not actually working. That's how you know if it's broken or not. So this part here, there's your part number, that's what you need, and I'm going to show you how to put it in. It's fairly simple, pretty easy. You can do it with a extension, an 11mm socket. I've got an impact here that I'm going to use, but you could use that ratchet there if you wanted to. And so we'll get started here. Essentially just going to pop the top off like so. Now there's a little keeper cup in there, and it's easiest to get on it with a pair of pliers and pop it out. Sometimes they're kind of hard to get out. Yep, there you go. We're going to set that aside. Now that exposes the bolt that we're going to get on with that 11mm socket. Now what I like to do here, once you get on it, sometimes if they're a little bit gross, you can kind of shoot some water in there and kind of clean it if you can. But once that bolt's out, you can lift the whole assembly out. Now here's an important part, especially if you're a guy. Don't pull this straight up and whack yourself in the balls. Don't ask me how I learned that the hard way. This one actually popped out super easy. Sometimes they are really tough to get off, and you have to pull with just about all your force to pop it out, and it'll pop out. But anyway, so this part here is really what we're after. You can see the old agitator dogs. They're falling out completely. So this one was completely destroyed. So here's that part. Now there's these little spots where they're gonna, I'll show you here in a second, but they're gonna fit in place. I like to use a putty knife here to get this little retaining ring off. Kind of clicks into place and snaps out of place. You'll see these old little retainer pieces right there. They would just kind of fall out. We'll just throw those on the floor. And we'll go ahead and grab the new pieces here. And if you see something sticky, don't touch it. But if you do, then treat it like one of your kids' boogers and flick it. Anywho, we're going to go ahead and get these put into place. Now, you could put them in backwards, so I show how to do it correctly, because obviously it won't work if you put it in backwards, but get these put into place here. Really what you want to be careful of is just to make sure they don't fall back out on you, so just kind of keep it upright. We'll take that retaining ring. Now it's got 4 notches in it. You just want to line it up with the 4 grooves on your agitator dog assembly. Comes down and it kind of clicks into place or snaps into place. Now from here you can turn it upside down. Should be good to go. Shouldn't come back out on you. But essentially, that's what it's going to look like, correctly put back together. Then the inside here should look like this. Shouldn't see any damage, or if it's super dirty, you want to clean it. I haven't cleaned this one yet, but I obviously do. I take these apart and clean everything up real good. For now, it's only going to fit on one way, and it kind of snaps into place. The grooves slide together. Now, there's an important part here when you're putting this back together. And if you don't do it right, you could damage your parts. But down in here, those 2 notches, you need to line those 2 notches up with the assembly, and those 2 holes for those notches to slide into. It's super important. If they're not lined up and you cram it down in there and you tighten your bolt down, it's going to crack and break your whole assembly. And sometimes it's just a matter of getting it in, kind of feeling it. You'll feel it click into place and it just snaps down into place. We'll get a close-up there. So they're not in right now, but watch this. I reach in and it snaps in. Now take a look. You can see the white sticking up there. That means everything's clicked into place. That's what it should look like right there. Now you're ready to go ahead and get your bolt put back in. Little tip on the bolt. It's kind of a pain to put in, so I use one of these little grabbers to get it down in there and actually put it in the hole and release it. It makes it so much easier. Now when you get on your bolts here, if you're doing it by hand, it's not that big a deal, but if you're using an impact, I actually like to go reverse first, and I can kind of feel it click in the way it's supposed to, and then I'll run it down in and get it pretty tight. Now you're dealing with plastic, so don't over tighten it. You just want it to be nice and firm. Now on these guys here, these little cups, just want to make sure it is seated correctly. Sometimes it feels like it's in there, but it's not. So you can kind of see that lower lip sticking up above your seal ring. That's how it should look anyway. And then now we're going to pop the top back on, and we're pretty much done here. So now this is how it should operate. It spins freely in one direction, but then if you go back the other direction, the whole assembly, there's a lot of resistance on it when you go counterclockwise. I mean, typically if it were full of water and full of clothes, it wouldn't spin back. You wouldn't be able to move it by hand. But when it's empty, you just see that it moves freely clockwise, and it does not counterclockwise. It moves the whole assembly, and that's how it's supposed to work. That's how it gets your clothes clean. If you guys know someone who's having appliance troubles, please send them the link to this video or a link to my channel where I have tons of other videos showing how to fix pretty common issues with appliances, sometimes for free or as little as cost as possible. It sure beats having a repairman come out and spending several $100s for them to fix it when it could be something so simple and so small that you can fix it. So follow the tips in the video. If you have any tips or any best practices, maybe something I missed, drop it in the comments, because I do read the comments and I do learn a lot from them as well. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like and share this content. We'll get it out to more folks who need to save some time and some money, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.